everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to another episode on the AfterLife SMP server. Hope you've all had a wonderful holidays and also a happy new year. For me personally, the last year has been the toughest of my life for various personal reasons, but hopefully this new year shall bring us some nice fresh luck. Hopefully. Now, in the last episode, I built these two wonderful buildings here. First off, we have the Netflix high-rise complex. And then we have the Facebook big building. Yep. A glorious name, I think you'll agree. And the other two are linked together with this beautiful sky bridge up there, which is just something I wanted in the sky, just to draw your eye towards it. Just going upwards there. We're going to have lots of different things in the sky as well that's going to also have the same effect. And you know what? I think these two fit in really well within like the general skyline of the place, or it will do even when it's when you know we have it finished. When we have a few more buildings about the place, I think these two are going to really stand out and look rather nice against them and with them. But in today's episode, I'm sure you will have noticed in the title, we are going to build a Super Smelter. And it's one of those things that I built in sort of towards the end of last season. And I really wished I'd had it far earlier in the season because it's such a game changer having a Super Smelter. It's a great thing to just be able to, for instance, dig up a load of sand and then just drop them off in a chest and have them all smelt up, all the blocks. I think it's just a great sort of time saver. And it's sort of ease of use thing. So it's going to be great. So we're going to place it here. This is why I'm looking at this building. We're going to put it here. This is my favourite of the sort of townhouse designs. I really like the black stone with the andesite and the black concrete powder. I think it looks really great. And also, I think the Super Smelter is just going to fit in nicer here than anywhere else. I think it's going to come along this way, like so, and hopefully it'll fit in within this area here, and then we'll still have a place for, you know, a building, an actual interior and stuff building for this one, and this one. Is that 4? No, 3. Yes. Okay, so I think it's going to work out rather well. So we'll be able to just open up this door and walk straight into the Super Smelter. I think it's going to be cool. All right, so first I need to gather up a whole bunch of blocks, and then let's get building. I'm just going to quickly mention that the server has been upgraded to 1.18.1 and I'm probably not going to be dealing with much of that stuff in this series just yet anyway, because we have a huge project here with the mega city and quite frankly I'd like to get that finished before I die. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to achieve, I feel like. Now, at the end of last episode, I mentioned of something of a need for a little bit of revenge. But I'm going to put that on hold just for now. There are certain shenanigans and stuff happening behind the scenes that need to happen before I can put those plans in motion. So let's get back to the episode, shall we? Alrighty, so this is done. And this is it. So I decided to decorate it with a bit of the lime concrete strip and the sort of warning tape wool along there. I think it looks pretty cool. Sort of industrial is what I was going for, and I think I've nailed it pretty much. It's a bit weird going from a townhouse to an industrial machine like this, but it works for the context of the city, methinks. Okay, now I hope I've got this working. I haven't actually tested it yet. I'm going to test it on camera. I just want to put in a little more fuel on this side. Okay, you can see that is going into the system. Alright, so I mentioned this is Ilmango's design. I've used it quite often, so hopefully I've got this right. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, on that side, and then we'll do a 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I could have done that quicker, it's fine. And then we just wait for it all to start in one go. There you go, perfect. And then the next side, a few seconds later, perfect. Sweet, it actually works first time. That's amazing. Something I've made works first time. Never heard of that. Alright, so, you know, it's not exactly like mega fast or anything. You are still limited by the speed of just the amount of furnaces that you use. And I have, I think it's 48. Is that right? Maybe not 48. There's a few furnaces. Accurate. Okay, as you can see, it's working great. It's working really well. So that's amazing. Now I can just dump off a load of sand and stuff and smelt up a load of glass or whatever I need. You know, smooth stone If I ever need these smooth stone blocks, which I really like using actually, and it is quite a bit of a pain to get them. Now it's not, so that's amazing. 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 each side, there's 46. That was close. Alrighty, so that's one project over. Now let's move on to the next one. So the world has changed. Minecraft has changed. We are now in the 1.18.1 update. And the world below us has changed. How often do I have to say that? It's changed. It's all changed. Now, when I want some easy diamonds, okay, I have a mineshaft set up below. In fact, let's go take a visit to it. It is awful, so don't judge me for it, okay? So down here, I just have a bit of a branch mine. I just go down there for a few hundred blocks or whatever, then move on to the next one. And, you know, that was okay for a while. And then I got a lovely Haste 2 beacon. Shut up, zombie. Haste 2 beacon set up here. And a bunch of slimes. So we're set up to this level. Is this Y level 11? Yeah, Y level 11. And now we just blast out all this stone and get a whole bunch of diamonds. And that was great. But now it's changed. Okay, so you can see all of this used to be bedrock. It is no longer bedrock. Now it is deep slate. And now there are many levels below us. I think it's all the way down to my Y level minus 64, right? I think. I'm pretty sure. That kind of sucks. It really sucks. Okay, if you want diamonds now, the best level is apparently Y level minus 58. Okay, so what I've been doing, I've just been digging at this little stairwell here, just to go all the way down to Y level minus 58. It's bothersome, okay? It's tedious. I hate it. I'm so bored of doing it. It's been actually quite fruitful already. Thank you. It's tedious, it's boring, and I hate it, okay? So what I need is a better way to get down there, all right? So if we go up here first, and then down here, like so, you can see I'm in my terrible, awful storage room. I mean, the actual storage section of it is it's fine. It's a bunch of chests, you know, it works. It's a bit of a pain because I can never remember where anything is, so it's a bit awkward. I'm thinking we have a bunch of different mine shafts, sorry, just a bunch of shafts where you can fall down to the appropriate Y level for the particular resource that you're after. For instance, diamonds is at minus 58, so I can fall all the way down to minus 58, and then I have a water vapor back up to here, or up to the top, whatever. Here, I guess. And then if I want iron, the different one. Coal. Gold. What's the other one? Copper. Yes. All of the things. All of the things. Different mine shafts, different levels for different resources. I feel like that could be a pretty cool idea. And it also gives me a bit of an excuse to, you know, decorate the storage room. I think that's probably a good idea since I've been here. I don't know how long, and I still haven't done it. All right, so I'll have a little bit of a think and come up with a different design. And we'll see what happens. It is done. Finally, I finished decorating the storage system, or sort of, mostly, anyway. So as you can see on the floor, I've used the glass fog effect trick, and it works okay. Now, normally I go 6 layers of glass with a layer of air between each one. I couldn't do that here. I could only do 4 layers, but it still worked well enough, I think. So we have 2 layers of purple glass, then 2 layers of light grey glass below that, and then just a layer of purple concrete below that. I think it does work, okay? If you just, like, for instance, if you look at this central deep slate thing, lump here in the middle that the storage system is balancing on, I think it looks pretty cool. Like, it looks like it goes further than it does. I think it works. I don't mind that at all. The reason I could only go so far down is because the first layer that we hit is the copper layer, which is at layer 48. How many times am I going to say the word layer? It's at layer 48, and that's like there, basically. It's below that layer of layer. Oh my god! Now every time I say it, it's just gonna be like a big needle in my brain. It's a layer of purple concrete. Yeah, it's right below that, so yeah. Okay, so copper is at Y48, gold is at Y minus 16, diamond, as I mentioned, is at Y minus 58, and iron is at Y 16. Now, these are not necessarily the most efficient places for all the resources, but they do work well enough for me to not care. Okay, I think like you could probably get more iron in mountains and stuff higher up, but I'm not really that bothered, really, to be honest. Do you know what? I think I mentioned it before, but 1.18 part 2 is a little bit underwhelming for me because I don't really care about the new terrain and stuff in this world. Maybe I'd care about it in a different world, perhaps. But for this one, not really. I'm not really that bothered. I don't care. I'm not bothered. Like, a lush cave. Great, it's a cave. It's still a cave. I don't want to live in a cave. Anyway, so I've got extra storage set up here. I can do something else, do something different with the walls, perhaps. But I don't really know what just yet. But yeah. Let me just go show you that these do, in fact, work. Beautiful. Some gold straight away. Okay, so I can just like blast out a whole bunch of this. I really wish haste worked on deep slate, but it does not. And that's fine. And then this is the central bubble vator that all of the tunnels are linked to. So all the tunnels have access to this one bubble vator to go all the way to the top. Now, as you can maybe tell, certain places I have not quite finished decorating it, but that's okay. I'll get it done. Maybe. Alright, so with that project out of the way, let's move on to working onto another building in the city. So this area of the Cyberpunk City has been woefully neglected, so let's fix that, shall we? This area of the Cyberpunk City towards the east is designated the Industrial District. So what that means is I'd like to introduce more mechanical or technical style buildings as opposed to the residential or commercial buildings in the other districts of the city. For this build in particular, I'm going for like a power generator kind of look, like this is the station that provides power to the rest of the city. I had in mind a couple of huge Tesla coils kind of zapping nearby conduits, and I'm using the purple tubes that are scattered around the city. They're filled with the obsidian and black concrete combo that I've decided to name Shimmer. Totally not stolen from the League of Legends animated Netflix series called Arcane. I'm going for a simple combination of concrete and glass for the coils, changing up the colours as it gets taller to create a gradient. The base of the build was looking a bit plain, so I added a couple of antennas. And then use some daylight sensors as thick wiring to connect it all together. I've gone for some carpets suspended on string to act as bolts of plasma shooting out from the coils to the nearby shimmer tubes and to each other. Overall, I think I've managed to hit the goal of creating an industrial looking power station building, and don't worry about the back and side because they'll be covered by other buildings in the near future. Alright, hope you all enjoyed that time lapse as much as I enjoyed making this build. Let me get a better view of it. Let's see if we can go around here. I still haven't fixed this issue up here. If we just go... yeah, I still haven't fixed this. This is supposed to be over there. It's fine. All we have to do, get on here. Made it. Look at it. It's beautiful. And green. And purple and blue, all the colours that I can see of the rainbow because I'm colourblind. Alright, so I actually really like this build. I forgot to add. I didn't do this in the time lapse, but I did this little sign, you know. Just another random one like I've had on the building over there. Honestly, they had quite a lot. I like that a lot. When you're walking along, it kind of draws your eye upwards, which is what I want. Need some windows in that. I need some window panes in that window there. Also, in the time lapse, I think I missed that stair. It's there now. I fixed it. It's fine. Don't comment about it. It's okay. It's dealt with. Situation averted. Alright, so honestly, I really like this build. This is probably my favourite in the city so far, but every time I do a build, I then say that that's my favourite, so the next one's bound to be my favourite as well. That's how it works, okay? Okay. I need some more flying cars about the place. I have a couple of designs, but I actually do some of those in a future episode. As I mentioned in the time-lapse at the end of it, there's going to be building car, okay, that will cover up this open section at the back there. That's fine. And then let's go back down here. Okay, I was worried a little bit there. As I mentioned also, on this side is going to be another building. So it looks like we've got space for a couple buildings, maybe? Maybe not. I think I'll do another one here, and then we'll have the wall. Going along that edge there. What else did I want to mention? Oh, the rain. Okay, I know it was raining in the time lapse. Rain is a big problem now. They've made some changes to the weather system in 1.18, or they've fixed it apparently. Apparently it was a bug, so that the weather cycle doesn't get reset every time you sleep now. It only gets reset if you sleep when it's raining, and you can only sleep if it's raining at nighttime. If it's raining at nighttime, it sucks. Okay, so it just rains all the time. I hate it. As a content creator for Minecraft, it's very frustrating. So let's go in here. Let's show you the true purpose of these coils here. Okay, a little bit of a secret you've probably seen in the thumbnail of the episode. Okay, let's get all the way up here. Now, I'm not saying this is a perfect system. For instance, to get to the purpose of this, I have to go all the way up here, which is not ideal. This is temporary. Okay, this chest here is temporary just because I haven't figured out how to do the interior just yet. Okay, so we'll have like another level there, and then probably like another level here or something. I'll get rid of all this that's actually hidden, and I'll figure something out for the interior. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's gonna be fine. Cactus. That is the entire purpose of these two builds. Okay, they've got mini cactus farms inside of them. So yeah, we have a cactus farm now because, funnily enough, I ran out of cactus while making the concrete and terracotta for this build. I needed a load of green dye, and I ran out, which is very frustrating. So, yeah, we've solved that problem now, so that's nice. They're only little farms, really, but this is going to be fine for what I need, I feel like. I don't really need that much cactus. But, yeah, it's done. Excellent. So, yeah, this area of the city was neglected for a long time, so now that's all solved. Okay, so now we can do more buildings on this side and that side. Next area that's looking severely neglected is this. Okay, and this is a bit of a weird one because I wasn't sure what to do for the south district, but it's going to be more like a residential area and more like a rundown residential area. Okay, almost like a slum kind of thing. Maybe not, something along those lines that I feel like. So maybe we can have some more industrial style buildings going along this way, and then, like I said, residential areas along this section. I feel like that could be pretty cool. Yeah. And then, of course, there's some more corporations. Did I say I was going to have 7, I think? I can't remember. So we've got Facebook and Netflix, so we need 5 more corporations. Huge corporations to move in to the city. Fun times. Fun times ahead. Lots of plans for the future, and I have to say, I am currently very, very motivated in Minecraft, so that's a great feeling. Love it. I'm not feeling any kind of burnout whatsoever yet, so that's great. Alright guys, but I'm afraid that is all I've got time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.